Well, hello, folks. Top Gun here with you, and I guess I got a good one for you. Some info. I'm not gonna say anybody's happy about what happened or that it was good. I mean, for the Hex community, Paul's chain, yeah, but really, I feel so bad for everyone that lost their shirts, lost their life savings, have just totally been destroyed by what happened. And it's one of those moments where the Hex community probably wants to go, I told you so. And some of them are. I can't stomach the words. I really can't, because really? Been lied to so long, told by so many people, the stock market's safe, these memes are safe, oh, this XRP gonna go to the moon. Every bloody name, promises left and right, nobody knowing who to believe, what to take. Because you guys don't read programming code. You don't know how to do what I do, where, all right, I'm deciding. And even the choices I've made, I still got to wait to see if I'm validated. So, with all of that going on, what the heck happened? Why is everybody feeling so raw, like they've been bent over a counter without a thank you or even a reach around? Well, we can blame that lovely business on Jerome, well, Mr. JP, of the place that prints the monies. I've got to be careful about the algos, what names I throw out here. I've noticed it does affect my viewership, but yeah. So two things going on. The market's overinflated. A lot of people don't understand what valuations are. The Teena argument, man, valuations don't matter. Just go to the moon. Well, that's been proven wrong. It'll come back again. People get this notion in their heads. But that's the notion behind crypto, but it's not. It's a whole different economic matter. So let's keep it simple. What's a valuation? Let's assume I have a business, okay? And my stock has a market cap of about $1 billion. To buy each and every little bit of it is $1 billion. $1 billion, okay? And my company makes $10,000 a year in revenue. Do you think I might be overvalued in the stock market? Just a tad. Okay, let's flip it the other way around. I've got a market cap of $10,000 and I make $1 billion a year in revenue. Might I be undervalued? Okay. Notice how I do this per year thing. Per year is pretty important. So there's per quarter and per year as a kind of valuation metric for stocks. So here's a simple way of looking at it. If I have $1 million market cap, the idea is I should hopefully be able to produce $1 million of revenue within a year. I should be able to buy my entire market cap over the course of a year. That's a well-valued company. Oh, wait, you mean Tesla only makes a couple billion a year and they're valued in the trillions? That was overvalued. It's gonna keep coming down because it's still overvalued? Are you waking up? Okay. Alright. This is the problem in the stock market. And it's still existing. So it's gonna keep coming down. And now, Wednesday is going to be a big day for us. Today should be a little bit of a rebound. Might be back and forth. The market is really confused after yesterday. The morning is going to have a good rebound. The afternoon, the rebound could continue, but it could draw back, could pull back, could even reverse. The biggest is going to be tomorrow with the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, the CPI. They're going to be trying to cook the books, or is it the CPI? Sorry, there's whatever report comes out Wednesday. And if they cook it so it looks favorable enough, we should get about a month worth of at least stability in the stock market, a little bit of a bounce, some places you can trade. And if it comes out poorly and they don't cook it well enough, or people will finally wise up and just don't want to believe it, the pain is going to continue right away. Now, that pain going on, crypto's a little insulated. It's not as directly connected to the stock market. There are businesses inside crypto that make money. There is a lot that is bought at a hype, and that will continue to happen. A lot of collector goods in crypto. So this will continue. But now, you guys want to have a look at the pain. Let's actually talk about the pain. All right? This is the SPX. That is still overvalued. You know why? Because it was overvalued before the crash pre-pandemic. We're not even back to that yet. The SPX 500, an index of 500 companies. The NASDAQ, a 100 company index of the techs, the big name leaders, the more volatile version of the SPX. See, a little more volatile. Now, the Dow Jones, the industrial complex. This is usually the stability backbone of the economy. And, oh, wait, say it ain't so, Joe. Yeah, it's so. We still have not come back down to test over-evaluated issues there. Because you know how it's overvaluated? Do you know that back then it was overvaluated and they were making more revenue than we're making today? That revenue, that metric for valuations. Okay, maybe you're cluing in now. The volatility index. This sucker, when it's volatile to the upside, this is basically great. Things are trading up, volatile to the downside. There's another chart which lays this out a little bit better. This one doesn't have the spikes I want to show. The one I get shown on TVs, or not TV, YouTube. But anyways, this the Dixie dollar index. Oh look, while the dollar is doing good, the stock markets do bad. While the stock markets are doing good, the dollar does bad. Funny how that works. And the dollar is crap, but it's the best crap because all the other currencies were forced to be worse crap. So that's why the dollar's still trading so strong. We look at the big techs, we see they're overvaluated. Yeah. You guys want crypto. I know. Here's the big indicator, US oil. See, while this is fighting and the price is going up, there's still consumer demand. While there's still consumer demand, then inflation will continue to rise. Once consumer demand has been crushed by the place, then this will start to fall. Once this starts to fall, that'll indicate demand's been crushed, but it's not going to raise the stock market. It's going to be the start of the recession. That's how that works. Maybe I shouldn't have said that word. That'll probably get me banned, even though I'm trying to be so careful. So, into the pain. What happened in crypto? What was related in crypto that happened at the same time? Okay, well, let's talk about it. What kicked all this pain off? What is this? It looks like Netflix. It really looks like Netflix. I thought Netflix had redeemed crypto. We can get rid of these lines because this is when I thought the top was going to happen. Yeah, even I'm wrong. Look, it got above my projected call top. I was really kind of like, oh, well, I guess I don't know anything about crypto, and I didn't want to make any more stock calls because of these jerks that bought right here. But there, oh, okay, there it comes crashing down the Luna network. So what happened exactly? Well, it turns out that the reason Terra Luna rugged today or yesterday was when 2 billion of USDT, the US dollar tether coin, it is the 2 billion of it. There was a 2 billion sell order executed. Stablecoin. Stablecoin's algorithmically backed. So by Terra, it's not actually fractionally reserved or properly sound backed. There's an algo backing that it should be enough to cover if but it doesn't. It's not actually fully covered for all cases and all scenarios. It should be enough. So when all that moved, that sell order, and there wasn't enough, and the price dropped down to like 85 or 70% or some crap like that, the sell basically exposed the vector of attack, which it sent Luna into this death spiral right here because, it's not as good as you guys thought. And it's consequently, this death spiral spooked the rest of the crypto market. So the Luna Vault had to be entirely emptied. All of their reserves of Bitcoin, all of them, every little pile they keep to go, this is fine, this is good, guys, this dollar's worth money, had to be emptied in an attempt to get the USDC back on peg, and it didn't work. They didn't. Their reserves backing the currency bought up the currency, take it off the market to bring the price up. There wasn't enough reserves. They're out of reserves. There's nothing backing the currency with this price where it is. Human intervention can still pick this, but yeah, it didn't. It didn't so much get it onto peg, and they had to start minting it out of thin air, I guess. So, yeah, the shell game got called. The poll. This is why USDL sound backed. This is why having an actual proper full reserve that you can go and take a ticket and go, this is my receipt. Let me nuke this receipt and get some goods for it. Now these receipts we can trade like currency. Great. That's the idea of what a stable coin should be, what actual money should be. Something that's actually backed by value, really has value, not just because you believe it does or been told it does, and then, oh, you can be proven wrong at some point. Because that's the kind of crap that could happen to the US dollar, to USDC, to USD Tether. Oh, wait, that one happened. Dominoes. Wonder what else tips. So when that went off, we got the big Bitcoin crash where we came down to test the 30,000 range mark. We bounced off it for now. Depending on how tomorrow goes with the CPI, the NASDAQ since about here-ish, I think, the NASDAQ and the SPX and Bitcoin all started to link a little. Bitcoin's gone a little out of it, but the point is, it is going to be heading for 26K. So we'll test around this area for a while like we did around this area, likely with Bitcoin. But honestly, there's a market correction coming until it hits 11K. It's not done. X, at least, it got affected by this news, but bounced. What you can see here is my stop line. This is the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. And the trend, as an ascending trend, is being established. This means this is now our trend line to expect our movement to flow with it. And it may even be adjusting as we get higher highs and higher lows. This is very incredibly bullish, folks. We are done the bear market. This is actually flowing for months. I'm not looking at the hours. This is the daily chart, looking at a group of months. We are finally out of the bear market while everything else crashes around me. And I do feel bad about everything else crashing. Right. I didn't cause it, but I got to watch it. So, I mean, I have a family member that's in this product. I told them to take some profits back here, as I expected this was a top. And then this happened. I don't know if they listened. Really hope they did, because I think that's worth less than they bought it for now. And, oh, BNB, Binance. It even took one heck of a crap kicking. It has come down 50% value over the year, which to me makes IM ever so much more impressive, because since it launched, since its inception, when BNB started crashing here in December, it has only gone up. And it's paired primarily in BNB. So gotta tip my hats off to that little project. There's a lot of enthusiasm in that group. And yeah, oh, XRP, it's down. It's getting beaten too. All the networks. This is the point where the only reason I'm sitting so calmly, and so many of us Mexicans are sitting so calmly going, yeah, we're going to the moon. Because what's the valuation here? I talked about valuation so much. Interesting fact about DEXs, decentralized exchanges. You know they make revenue? They're businesses. Oh, and that buyback and burn. It sounds so gimmicky. They're buying their stock off the market over the course of the years with their revenue. They're putting into action what the valuation case is, and then they'll never sell it back on the market. Just gone. That's why that's so incredible. The valuation is directly linked to the price, and then investors will pump and dump around it, but the valuation's right there. That's how that works. And then Hart's Law is very much a thing when you pair two assets together. I try to explain this like if you had US dollar and Canadian dollar and both were paired with Apple stock in their own pools, in their own countries, and you get a disruption in one. Like if somebody buys a whole bunch of Apple stock in the US and the Apple stock flies up in price, over there. Well, I can use my Canadian dollar to buy Apple stock over here, lower, and go sell that same Apple stock over at the States for a lot more. Take that US currency and cash it out for Canadian. This will start bringing down the value of US currency and bringing up the value of Canadian currency around the Apple stock as it distributes its price. So when you pair things together, they transfer value around. Yeah. So anything paired in Pulse X will inherently be able to siphon a little bit of its value. And the larger the pair that exists, the more value that it will transfer. So Pulse X becomes a heartbeat of the ecosystem, putting revenue into it. Actually into it. Not just taking it, putting their banks, buying a mega yacht, putting it into the network, building the ecosystem. So Hex will have a very large pair with Pulse X. So it doesn't rely on the next investor to buy it because it'll be connected to the value appreciation in the revenue generating business. And there are several revenue generating businesses like that coming to Pulse Chain. So it's not just another gimmick. It's not just another little fancy meme point. It's a whole functional economy that's about to launch while the economy is trashed. Now, when I say whole, I should say it's got the skeleton, the framework of a good economy. It's not the whole economy. I mean, you can't just go see a movie. There's no metaverse movies on it yet. There might be soon. Like, this is the thing. Like, you imagine something you go do in the real world. You can't do everything on there, but a lot of it's coming. A lot of it's happening. So there's your news for today. That's a look at the markets with Top Gun and understanding what the heck happened with Luna and why they pulled the rug out from everyone and turned the lights on and took the cover off and pulled up the skirt and let everyone see just how ugly this system was and how badly it's put together. So now that everyone can see that, don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yeah, they're looking. We're all looking. I've been looking for a while. Now everyone else is like, oh, this is what you've been staring at. Yeah, you waking up. So hopefully you guys are excited like I am that Pulse is coming to save us. Oh, yes it is. Hopefully this month. We had another sacrifices total as I go on Sunday. I already did a video on that. I'm optimistic. It's coming. And again, Wednesday, tomorrow. Pay close attention to the financial markets because if that's good news and the finances rebound, crypto should be able to get a rebound. If it doesn't, I have a feeling that we're going to feel the same whole macroeconomic pain that they're feeling. There's a lot of correlation happening. So until Pulse launches to decorrelate, then we're going to get dragged around by the whole economic bubble of the world. There's no avoiding that. We live on the same planet. We use the same money. Stuff is linked. Sorry about the news. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. You realize I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a programmer. I'm not a lawyer. But I do love to talk at you. Thanks for tuning in to listen. I hope you've learned something. And find me at Top Gun Hex80 at Twitter. Also trying out TikTok, same name. I even have Gmail, same name. And go figure. Telegram, Top Gun Crypto School. T.me, Top Gun Crypto School. You can find a little channel there. On all these platforms. I want to try and get out there with the community now. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to try and bring some more optimistic news because I really hate just being Mr. Doom and Gloom. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I'll have something a little cheerier for you tomorrow.